You're listening to The Hardpoint with Onexpunchxdad and Code Rome's.
Welcome back to the Hardpoint, episode number 25. That just dawned on me. My name is Josh.
1/4, 100.
A quarter of the way to a hundo, baby. My name is Josh. I go by Onexpunchxdad online.
My name's Cody. I go by Cody Rome's.
And as you can see, Cody has a pink light in his background. No. We're moving, or we have moved, but we haven't really unpacked yet. So I am coming to you live from amidst a sea of things. A veritable wasteland. I really do feel like I feel like I'm in Fallout, honestly.
Yeah, just random loot everywhere.
There's just junk. I feel like I need to salvage some of it. There might be some bullets and some caps laying around here.
Yeah.
It's a hellscape for sure.
That's okay. I need to get me a matching deep freezer. Maybe that can be the new. We'll take the guitars down. We'll get deep freezers for the background.
We'll hang our deep freezers on our wall. I'm so excited to break into that thing, man. Let me tell you, as a father of too many kids, their stuff packs up so fast in the freezer, man, because they only want to eat like frozen stuff. So having a place that's just reserved for that frozen stuff is a very exciting prospect for me.
All the DiGiorno's you could ever eat.
DiGiorno's,
all the fish sticks.
the mini corn dogs. I'm trying to think
Are y'all a fish stick household?
I will eat a fish stick, but I don't. My kids won't go for really any fish. They really like. Even my daughter, who's pretty like cavalier when it comes to trying stuff, she won't eat like a shrimp, like a fried shrimp.
I don't think I would either.
What?
Hold on. Put a pin in the fish sticks. We're gonna do a little producing on the air.
Okay.
I just want to make sure. In my ears right now, you sound very computery. Is that okay?
Check. The recording has my mic coming through.
Okay. Totally cool. Ladies and gentlemen, see, that's what you got to do. You got to make sure things are on track. I'd rather make sure now than afterwards. Okay. As long as it sounds cool in that, then you sound
I think I might be able to fix that in real time. Hang on. This is all good. This is all good. It's all good content here, man. It's all good content. How do I sound now? Hey.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Yeah. There's that microphone voice.
There. See, the audience won't know any different, but you felt it. You lived that.
I felt it. All right, back to fish sticks.
All right, back to the topic at hand.
I'm not. It ain't really fish, right? Or is it?
I think some, depending on how good of quality you cop, are proper fish.
I remember it was the box that was like a gradient from orange to yellow, and it had like the fisherman on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, okay.
Those were good. Not all fish sticks are created equal.
No. Some I think are like basically like
those were good.
Mixed, like the fish in them is not like a fillet. It's just like fish product.
Yes.
Kind of like a chicken nugget. Like pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, like a certain chance that when you eat a chicken nugget, that's the meat from several chickens in a single nugget. That's probably how some fish.
The trick is don't think too hard about it.
Yeah.
I remember
dig in.
When we would eat fish sticks as kids, we would stick them in the toaster oven.
Oh.
And they would get crispy, right? You could microwave them.
Yeah.
But you got the soggy fish stick then. But if you go toaster oven, then you get the crispy, crunchy fish stick with the contrasting temperature of the cold ketchup.
Ooh,
man.
Can't do fish and ketchup. Can't do fish and ketchup. Fish.
I wouldn't eat it now, but back then it was quite good.
Fish sticks and like a mayonnaise are really good. Love fish sticks with like a tartar sauce.
Get out of here with that.
What else besides fish sticks? I stand for They usually come in like a sleeve stacked up like they're cassette tapes. The hash brown
Hash
like
browns.
little rectangle obelisk dudes, those are incredibly good.
It's like the shape that comes from McDonald's, right? But they're not from McDonald's. They're just
Yes. Yes,
it's
exactly.
like so those sometimes when I make my breakfast tacos, if we have those around, you can heat them up and then mash them
Yep, there you go.
and then
Easy
put
hash
them in a
browns.
taco.
Easy hash
Oh
browns.
man.
Yeah, you know, I love a corn dog. I'll smash a corn dog.
Sure.
Um
Did you guys have toaster? We always had a toaster oven in our kitchen growing up.
so we
I feel like as I got older, I realized that's not a super duper common appliance.
it really is like your family was a one or the other. It's about to storm like crazy outside my house.
Is it?
Yeah, like big lightning flashes.
Oh man.
Anyway, we were a toaster family growing up, but I had a friend who had a toaster oven, and our favorite snack at his house was just a good old ham and cheese. Put it in there with the stuff facing up, and toast that. The cheese gets melted, the bread gets toasted, the ham gets heated up. You got a hot ham and cheese right there.
It's really good. Now, sometimes you got to watch the scrape mouth. Sometimes you get scrape mouth.
You do.
With that toast.
A toasted sandwich will absolutely pulverize your upper palate big time.
But delicious. Man, the toaster oven.
You know another
Cooked
food that
many-
did that?
many great food.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Another food that did that I just honestly, if I had a box right now, I'd eat the whole thing, is Captain Crunch. I love Captain Crunch, man.
Are you a cereal guy? For some reason, I thought you were not a cereal guy.
I don't eat a lot of it because it is not good for you. I mean, it is.
It's like candy disguised as.
Yeah, it is
not
candy or or cookies or whatever. But
Sure.
yeah, I love like, especially like the more like novel it is. Like Cookie Crisp is amazing. That's one of the best cereals. I love Fruity Pebbles. I love Cocoa Pebbles. I love what else, man? What other good cereals are there? Honeycomb's all right.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch for me is pretty goated.
See,
I
cinnamon toast
cinnamon.
crunch is good. That's a lot of like, it's just very sugary to me, but it is pretty good. They let's see what else. I like some of the classics. I love a good old bowl of cornflakes.
Sure.
Cornflakes pretty good.
I like man, the ones that have like the nuts and the strawberries, like the fruit.
Honey bunches of oats, man.
Yeah, something like that's really
Those
good.
are good as hell, man. Honey bunches of oats with almonds, I think, is probably my favorite, man.
Yes. Yeah,
That one is amazing.
I think this
Yeah.
would come as no surprise to you, knowing how picky I am. But like, up until about 6 months ago, I hate my cereal dry.
Really? Like your whole life?
I didn't like. Yeah, pretty much. If I ate cereal, it was just in a bowl. And I'd just eat it like that because I didn't like the like soggy, right? But
Yeah.
I discovered kind of recently. So here's what put me on.
Okay.
We started buying like the protein cereal, and so it has.
Ah.
We have some right now. It's 0 sugar. It has like 22 grams of protein per serving,
Sure.
and then you go. We get the Fairlife milk that has like extra protein, a little bit less fat. And so you go that you can have like a 30-gram of protein bowl of cereal, and it's kind of like my dessert or like my sweet treat at night.
Little sweet treat. Yeah, man. I my thing, because nobody likes soggy cereal. If
No.
you got to pour and you got to jump in there and get to work.
There's no setting it down and going and running an errand or doing a task and then coming back to it. You gotta jump right on it.
The ideal cereal to me is soaked but not soggy. Like it's covered in the milk. The milk has started to kind of permeate, but it still has a crunchy, firm center. Yeah, that's ideal for me. I love cereal.
Try the protein cereal.
I'll try the protein cereal.
It gives you an avenue to have cereal daily.
Yeah.
Without feeling guilty about it.
An inroad to cereal that I've desperately yearned for. Yeah, like regular ass cereal is really just not good for you, man. Especially like your Captain Crunches, man. That stuff, like if you break it down, it's pretty much just sugar.
Carbs and sugar.
Yeah.
Just carbs and sugar. Dude, let's talk storms for a second. You said you got something. Well, hold on. Are we good with the cereal? I didn't mean to cut it short there.
I think we're good for now. I'm never gonna shy away from circling back to cereal, but yeah, I think we can put a cap on it now. Yeah, man, Oklahoma, like all week
Scary
long,
place.
and as of this moment, right now, actually, like storms have been just ransacking the state. Man, it's been wild.
Now, did the bad one like a couple nights ago? It was tornadoes galore.
There is a tornado warning right now in this area.
That's the bad one, right,
Yeah, that's like on the ground.
bro? You need to take cover.
I might. I'm gonna stop the recording and hop off and check the weather and stuff. Yep. All right, we gotta go,
You're
man.
good. Okay.
I'll catch up with you later, man.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Weather map up. I was looking right over Medicine Park. There's just this dark ass red circle that just like moved right over it.
Yeah, I think we're good, man. Excuse me, I ate my wife did bring me a chicken fried steak sandwich, so I smashed that real quick.
Oh fuck yeah! If at any point you need to dip, just go.
I think we'll be okay today, man. I think we're in the clear. Where I live is kind of like nestled in the mountains, so I feel like I've never seen a picture of a tornado going directly over like a mountain, but that doesn't mean it hasn't happened. So, anyway, yeah, lots of crazy weather this week, man. And then
Wait, are we recording?
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, back at it. All right.
It's like a static when you talk. It's weird.
Hello.
That's really weird.
Staticking?
Yeah.
Static that was not there before.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything over here.
I didn't do anything over here. I don't know what happened. I wonder if it's the storm. That's odd. It's going to bother me. All right. We'll figure it out. Yeah, man, it has been a wild couple weeks around here. So
Were those storms that like a couple days ago, there was the really, really bad tornadoes. Were those anywhere up in Oklahoma?
yeah.
Were those anywhere near you?
Yeah, there's like upwards of like 120 something tornadoes in the past like 4 days, 5 days, man. Several towns like outright leveled.
What's your fear level of like a storm or a tornado? Like, do they bother you? Are you like, whatever?
I definitely find them fascinating. I have always found tornadoes to be really, really fascinating. I definitely have like a respect and a regard for the amount of damage they can do, but I have, call it an unhealthy or a morbid fascination with it, man. It's just such a like I always think to myself, like, imagine growing up in a time where you didn't know the things that happen around the world and then seeing a tornado for the first time. Or imagine just being like a Native American living on the plains and you see like the cloud just turns into a giant sword and cuts the earth, man.
Dude, it's funny you say that. That show 1923 was like the Yellowstone spinoff. They're like crossing the plains or whatever.
Go play. Love ya.
And there is a scene where they're like in the middle of the Great Plains and a tornado, like, it's pretty crazy. It's like that exact scenario you said. I have extreme fear, storm anxiety, dude. I don't know what it does to me.
I remember you telling me that.
Like I can do like rain and like a regular thunderstorm is fine. But if there's any chance of like hail or tornado, it freaks me out, man. It like I don't know. I don't know what it does to me, but I can't sit still. I can't sleep for sure. I feel like these things always happen at night, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Like, why do storms only happen at night? I mean, dude, I don't know. They freak me out.
They used to bother me. Like when I was a kid, I was terrified of thunderstorms. I remember like a particular storm when we were living at our old house when I grew up in, and it had been like loud thunderclaps all night. I go in my parents' room and I'm upset, clearly, like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of the storm.
Right.
And they're just very flippantly like, go back to bed. And right as I'm walking out of their room, a huge, like, had to have been in the backyard, thunderclap happened. And then my dad was like, he can sleep with us. And so I climbed in between my mom and dad. So that was very affirming to know that it was terrifying for them as well.
Man, people that just like, even like you were very cool, calm, and collected right there. I'm gonna be honest. If I just got a tornado warning alarm on my phone, I couldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah.
Like I'd be bouncing from window to window. I'd have every TV on in the house on the fucking news. I'd have my phone on the news. Like I would not be able to concentrate on anything. I'd be freaked out. And I would need to know exactly what's going on. So people that just like don't like my buddy Dylan, dude. If there's storms that roll through, he won't even know about it. And I'm like he just, I think they keep like their blinds shut in their house, and I'm like, dude, did you heard it was real bad up there in your area? You know, are y'all okay? He's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm fine. Like
Damn.
Didn't even know anything happened, and I could not be more like the opposite.
Stone Cold Dylan, man.
He just does not phase him. Doesn't even know that stuff exists.
Yeah,
that it's happening.
A lot of things that probably shouldn't do phase me, but bad weather, not so much, man. It's just maybe it's because it falls into that category of like nobody controls it. Literally nobody can control it.
Right.
It is something that if bad weather's gonna come get you or come get your house, whatever, there's not really much you can do. Except,
man, there's a video I saw recently that was some people, they were like storm chasers, which talk about something I don't understand.
you gotta go look at it, man. You gotta go get a look at it.
Don't. I talked to Taylor about putting a freaking in-ground tornado shelter in our backyard in our residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
This video though, they're storm chasing. And it's crazy, man. I was going to send it to you and actually try and find a way to like talk about it on the show. It is wild. And they're driving in the car. And I think they kind of lose their bearings a little bit on like which direction is which and where the tornado is and everything.
Right.
And they're heading down this road and they're like, it's behind us or it's going the other way. We're good. And out of nowhere, dude, this power line, like the pole, falls. It's falling in the street, and they go right under it, like something out of a movie. Like go under it right as it crashes.
Some Fast and Furious type stuff.
They start freaking out. Yeah, they start freaking out, and they drive a little bit further, and then another one's falling, but it crashes in front of them where they can't go around it, and so they are trapped, dude. And you can hear the guy say, like they roll down the window, dude, and they show it. It's a tornado like right there.
Yeah.
And it starts approaching them. And they're freaking out and he can't go anywhere. And the winds start picking up. And they have like 4 or 5 angles in this car.
Yeah.
And there's 4 people in there, dude. And a tornado goes right over them and it busts out all the windows. It picks the car up. It turns it on its side, dude.
Oh my God.
And they're all
in it,
screaming with terror. They're praying. They're yelling to G. Like it is like gut wrenching, dude. From somebody who fears that.
Yeah.
Seeing somebody go through like one of my biggest fears in like HD with 5 different angles. I've never seen a video more like bone chilling, dude. It is so freaky.
No better way to go out.
I can think of 1 million better ways to go out.
I don't know, man.
Taken out by a tornado.
I don't know.
And you can just feel like the shock. Like they get out of this upside down car and everything's just fucking fucked up, dude. And they're all like, I don't know, man. I'll send it to you. It is wild, wild.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I like that. I love watching stuff like that. I'll seek that stuff out. Have you ever seen a tornado, like a funnel cloud?
I actually haven't. You would probably think because of my fear that I would have been like involved in one. And living in Amarillo in Texas, like I've been in the area my entire life.
Yeah.
But I've never seen one. And I don't really ever think, God, see, I don't even like talking about this because I feel like something's gonna happen. I don't feel like I've ever even really had that close of a call, like tornado wise.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah. What about you?
I've been through a couple.
Really?
Yeah. One was actually here when I was in basic training 16 some years ago. Uh, we were out shooting at the range, I think, and they're above ground, which is bonkers, but they're like these rows of like above ground cement storm cellars, kind of like, have you seen my parents? It's like an above ground like vault, concrete vault, pretty much. Yeah. So they have those, and we had to go get into one of those, and a tornado went by fairly close at that point. I've seen when we were growing up in Amarillo, I saw a funnel cloud. That was cool. It was far away, but it was cool and terrifying to see, like, you know what I mean?
It's Amarillo in Tornado Alley, technically.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, it gets tornadoes. They've been hit several times fairly hard.
See, I'm seeking out a destination that
Hold on,
knows no tornado.
Pause real quick. You're echoing all of a sudden. Hang on. Let's see. Let me fix this. Maybe talk. Oh no, that's not the one we want. Hang on. Fuck a duck. This edit is gonna kick my ass tonight.
Who gives a shit?
Check. Say something.
Hello.
Nice. I think that fixed.
Hello.
Sorry about all the buzz and the audio issues this week, people.
We're just gonna leave all this in because we're on a short time frame. Josh is moving. We don't want to miss an upload, so just
y'all are gonna deal with it.
It's either this or you don't get an episode.
Yeah.
So
you'll take it and you'll like it.
So does it sound like a freight train? Like, does it sound like what they say it sounds like? Just like a low...
It just sounds like very strong, constant wind. Yeah, it's just real intense. You get the almost like rattle of rain and hail as it's like, you can't hear anything. But freight train, I don't know about that.
Man, I've definitely been in like the bad hailstorms or like just wind storms in general, and even those freak me out.
Yeah. I was in a typhoon once. I was in Guam and there was a typhoon. That was cool. Or I mean, it wasn't cool. A lot of property got damaged.
Was that like a typhoon versus a hurricane? What's the diff?
I think it honestly is like, I've heard it's where it happens. I've heard it's like the direction it rotates. I don't really know. I'm not a meteorologist, but in Guam they're typhoons, and it's like a hurricane.
So that was cool.
It was interesting. Cool, maybe not the word, but it was interesting. Like they thought it was going to kill a lot of people, and so we were all actually like high key, kind of like.
Were you tripping?
A little bit.
Do they have a special, like being in the military? Do they have like a specialized, extra reinforced place for all its fine soldiers to go to? Or is
not,
kind of like
not this fine soldier. No, this fine soldier went and just hung out in my barracks room and played video games all day, which was fine with me. But no, nothing.
Unfazed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like that would be really scary too. I think the tornado for me just falls in a bigger category of fear, just like severe weather. Because I feel like if I was in Florida and like a crazy hurricane was approaching or something, I think I'd be equally terrified. If I was in Hawaii and that volcano decided to go off at that time, I think I'd be terrified. I think just any like extreme weather like that kind of freaks me out.
Yeah, I'm kind of there for it, man. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't be. That's probably how I'll meet my end. But yeah, it doesn't bother me really. And as far as like sleeping through it, it actively helps me sleep better. A storm is like a trank dart to the neck for me.
Okay, I'm laying in bed in the middle of the night. It sounds like there could be tornadoes anywhere. How am I supposed to know when and if to take cover in the middle of the night?
Well, I mean, you heard my phone. My phone was like, "Hey, tornado."
It does that? Does it do it even if you're on like sleep mode?
It's
do
like
not disturb.
I think it's a push notification. It's like even if your phone's on silent, it'll do the Amber Alert sound.
That makes me feel slightly better. See, I'm laying in bed like Is anybody paying attention to what's going on outside, or am I the only one laying here awake, freaked out?
Do y'all have sirens in your area? Do you ever hear them test your sirens?
Yes. Every, what is it, the first Wednesday of every month they
Yeah.
go off.
Yeah.
I think they're not too far from us because they're pretty loud.
A weird confession. I love the sound of tornado sirens. I think it is such an interesting and eerie sound. And it's, I don't know, man. There's something about it.
Was it a sound that was created specifically to be a tornado siren, or did they take like a siren that already existed and declared this is
I have no idea.
the tornado siren?
I have no idea, but I know everywhere I've ever lived, it has always been such a distinct sound, man.
Right.
And I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe my white noise at night should be a tornado siren, because that's high key soothing for me.
Is it a universal sound?
No, I think they have different like sounds in different areas, but the ones here and the ones in the area I grew up all kind of sounds alike. So they maybe all bought from the same siren store.
Does it sound like this?
Err. Tornado. Yeah. I wish it sounded like that, man. Get the hype horn. Yeah. Weather. Anyway, yeah. That and moving. That's been my whole week, man.
How's the move going? Or been going?
It's going okay, man. We, like, as you can see, we got a lot of shit here. The hard part that lies ahead is cleaning and moving out of our previous residence. The people we were renting it from, we'll just put it that way, are very, very stringent as far as how they want it to be left, and they will absolutely not. It's not like a typical rental situation where they just take some of your security deposit. They actively make you pay them money if you leave things in a certain state or not in a certain state. So we're really, really, really gonna try to surge on that this weekend and just be done with it, get it all cleaned out, hopefully get everything done to standard, and then finally we can like focus on this place. So
Right.
But it's been
That's
a lot
the
of
worst part is when you're overlapped. You're still kind of trying to get out of one place and get into the other one.
yeah, and
It's
all
always
I want to do is like chill here and focus on this. Like my office obviously is not set up. Like my PC is just like on the ground. I've got the monitor is sitting on like my kid's bookshelf. I don't know if you can see, but like my mic stand, I literally have it like stuck inside of a tub full of books and clothes, and it's just like canted toward me. So
makeshift.
yeah, legit like just a Baghdad setup here, man. So
How much do they charge if you don't clean it?
they charge by the thing. So like
Oh,
I remember the last time we moved out of an off-post residence, and my daughter the previous day had drawn on the sidewalk with chalk.
mm-hmm.
It's easily cleaned up. The rain cleans it off. You know what I mean?
Hose it off.
They
You're
charged
good to go.
they charged us $40 for that.
Okay, if you're per item, that might not work. And I realize this might not be feasible for everybody, but once I found out that like every time you move out of an apartment, for me the worst part was always cleaning it at the very end.
Yeah.
And once I discovered you can basically just pay like their cleaning fee, which every apartment that I moved out of, at least the last few when I started doing this, it was like $100. And I realized that's not nothing, but $100 to basically once I get all my stuff out of there, it's your responsibility. I'm done.
See,
Not bad.
I would pay for that convenience. However, so there's like a lady that cleans houses in our neighborhood, and she had posted something in our neighborhood group and saying like like, hey, I have a cleaning business, and I was like, oh, perfect. And I was like, hey, we're moving out. We would love to maybe have you come clean it up for us. And she's
Do
like,
a One Punch collab.
right. Well, she says, she's like, okay, it's usually between $200 and $350, but it's only usually $350 if you have pets. And I was like, great, we don't have pets. Should be
Right.
$200, right?
Sure.
We get in there, and she gets down to the bottom. She's like, $375.
Whoa.
And I was like, why? She's like, well, your laundry room has a lot of lint in it. I was like, that's like 10 minutes with a vacuum. She's like, sorry, $375. I was like, okay, we'll call you.
Seriously.
We're not calling you. It's like she not only did she go the far right end of her price range, she exceeded it. I was like, dude,
For a dumb reason too. Hey, how about I'll clean the lint because that takes 10 minutes. What's your price now?
Now we're back to 200, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get real.
That is I mean, I think you need a second opinion.
Yeah. Well, I told her no thanks. So yeah, we got to do that. I have a paint spill I have to try to clean up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it just because it's a big spill. And I don't want to tear up the carpet because then I'll just get charged anyway.
And it's not like it's like a neutral color.
No, it's like deep, deep teal. It is in there, baby. So yeah, it's just a lot of like active stressors right now. My son in our new house locked himself out of his bedroom. Had to jimmy that lock. Yeah, just like it's like one thing after the other, man. Like even getting the show going today was like, really? I can't just like fall in and do this. But
we got tornadoes.
Then we got tornadoes, man. I've had it. So, but anyway,
man. Well, I'm hoping you get moved in and all that behind you as soon as possible. The transition is always the worst.
It is, man.
I feel like having like because you guys had a little bit of overlap. Like you didn't have to be in and out on the same day.
Yes.
So that's a blessing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're going to use as much time as you have. So like if you have 2 weeks of overlap, you're probably going to take 2 weeks to get from one place to the other. So kind of a blessing and a curse, but man, yeah, the in-between is tough.
It is. Yeah. I think we're working at a good pace. And I think with, we were actually supposed to be all the way moved out tomorrow, which I was like, dude, I can't make that happen. So we extended till Monday. We get the whole weekend to just get in there and power clean, and hopefully.
Are you off this week, or did you go back to work this week?
I went back to work. That's another thing too. Okay. Is like I went back to work, which I really missed my job. I missed the guys at my job, but I walked in on at least 5 dumpster fires, and so it's like, and I really am so distracted with the house that I feel like I'm not able to give my complete effort to that or the house. Or making internet videos, so it's been it's been a rough season, man. NGL, but I feel like the light at the end of the tunnel is in sight. So
once you get everything organized at this new place, I can't wait to have a morning cup of Joe on your patio, man.
I'm telling you,
have a beer around your fire pit. Like I'm really excited to get back there and have some hang time there.
It's very serene, man. It's so beautiful. A lot of bugs. I'm gonna have to figure out something for the bugs. That's for sure. Like I'm definitely not used to the amount of bugs that are out here, but it's the country, man. I mean, bugs happen, so we'll figure it out.
Give and take. Man, when I came back, I was just gushing over that place to Taylor. I was like, you are not gonna believe. Like they live a little like vacation resort, but it's their house. It's awesome.
I'm amped. I'm amped, man. I'm amped to like have it and get it established and get my room in here established so we can start cutting honest hardpoint episodes again. Wow, the rain's really beating the house right now. I should probably check the radar again.
Yeah. Got a little bit of protection with the trees.
We do have protection with the trees and the mountains. Golly, trying to bring up what do you call it? The weather channel here.
It says live weather checking from deep within Oklahoma.
Deep. Yeah. I don't know how to work the weather channel, but okay, here's the radar.
If it's anything like mine, they just changed it where you can't scroll the time forward and backwards. You have to pay for premium.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why does everyone do that, man?
I don't know.
I think we're fine.
It's weather.
Yeah. Weather is free.
It's wrong. Like charging for 911, dude. Like what? Can't do that.
Yeah, don't they like Cyberpunk has that like they have like the tiers of care that you'll get when the ambulance shows up. It's like, dude,
That's crazy.
I'm not a premium member.
Well,
Just Band-Aid and ibuprofen for me.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to go from here? How
Uh,
long have we been going?
I think altogether we've got about like 35 minutes.
That's cool. Do you want to do like, if we don't have one teed up, that's fine. I was going to say like one write-in and then call it a.
Yeah, I have not looked for write-ins. Let me even see
I
if
feel like I saw a bunch of activity.
questions for podcast. Let's see. Hang on. A lot of these are like military. Let's see. Asking about like what is your rifle setup? Fucking, I don't know, man.
Dang. Okay. They actually came through with the questions this week, but we just don't have time to answer all of them.
Yeah.
If you
cool.
submitted a question and we don't get to it, we will get to it. We
Yeah.
don't want to burn them all in 1 week. We'll get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Do we want to skip write-ins or we want to?
Here's an easy one. What's your favorite grill, and are you a fan of smoked foods? You went through a little grill phase. Where are you at on that?
I did, man. Back in the COVID years, the COVID times, the dark ages, I got into smoking them meats, man. I got to tell you, if you're looking to get into smoking, get yourself a rack of ribs and practice. It's a very forgiving cut of meat. I love smoked barbecue ribs, man. Holy Lord. Yeah, it's really hard to beat, man. They're just so good. Gotten pretty good at brisket. I do brisket a lot out at my folks' house. I'm too poor and I don't have enough beef eaters in my house to buy my own brisket, but they always have one waiting for me. Love a good brisket. Chuck roast, man. Chuck roast. You throw a chuck roast on there. That's a good poor man's brisket. That's like brisket for two. You just throw that on there. It's real cheap. It's like, I mean, you sometimes if the price is down, you can get it for like $10. Season it up like a brisket. Smoke it for a couple hours, and it's good to go, man.
I'll say, like, I have not up to this point gotten into grilling. Now, when I go down there, and you've made like the smoked chicken and the ribs, like it's to die for. It's really, really good.
Eating like kings around here, man.
I just haven't bought the grill myself and haven't got into it quite yet. But I'm like a month away from my actual dad era. So I'm thinking.
Time to take up a hobby, brother.
Grilling is in my future.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, maybe we can cut it right there. I would like to tease ahead to next week. So I did some vault lore research, man.
Hey.
I don't know how much you know, like, just about the lore of different vaults.
I know a little bit.
Okay, well, next week, tune in, because there's a video I found, and it tells you the lore of, like, I don't know if it was all the vaults. It was a long-ass video. And there were two that really stuck out to me. So I have two stories I would like to tell you about vaults next week. I think that'll be really exciting.
I'm excited.
And I'm also going to get something off my chest. I'm going to go in. People need to be ripped. And they're going to get ripped next week.
Ripped? Wait, did I miss a joke?
No, maybe that was it. People are going to get
like RIP'd?
No, just like tore into.
Oh,
yeah.
Gonna
tear into some people.
You're gonna stand on business.
I'm gonna stand on business next week. I got some thoughts. Need to get off my chest. We need to set some things straight.
You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn today.
They're gonna learn. So next week, vault lore and ripping. Don't miss it.
I'm excited. I can't wait to get ripped. Thanks, you guys, for listening. Make sure if you're audio only, star rating, review, very helpful. Mm-hmm. Big thunder or lightning flash there. Boom! If you're watching, what was I saying? Like and subscribe to our channel. Like the video, subscribe to our channel. Also very helpful. Trying to get that 1K mark, baby. We're almost there. Creeping, sniffing. We can taste it. But hey, we really appreciate everyone tuning in. Sorry for the quality of this week. I know it's kind of hodgepodge and a little unorganized, but I'm glad we made this happen, man.
Hey, man, bottom line, we get an episode out each week no matter what.
Does not stop. It does not stop. That's right. Yes. Right. Oh, no. Cody found the soundbar function in Discord, and he's just can't be stopped now. He's a menace.
This is what I've always wanted. I've always wanted drops.
I think you can do your own custom ones, too. His mouth just fell open.
Boy, I got some good ones. We need... Everybody sucks. Anus, 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 anus. That's going to be a drop very soon.
Let's make it happen. I wish all of you to be Baja blessed on your little foreheads with a tiny kiss. Be safe. If you're in the Midwest, if you're in Oklahoma, Kansas, listen to the weather. Don't get blown away. Don't die.
Don't get cocky. Show respect.
Don't. Hey. Cody, every time I'm about to have like a serious moment, Cody's going to blow the hype horn and it's going to completely throw me off. Are you going to do it again?
Oh.
I thought you were like,
Good show.
Son of a bitch. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.